Hi everyone. Okay, so we're here on the streets, and just to save a little bit of time, I did navigate to the place where I said those arrows will lead you. If you want to follow the arrows, you're certainly welcome to do so, but basically they'll lead you to, like I said, to this cul-de-sac here, and it's this street right on my left, so I'm going to go there, and here we are. We seem to have found a dead end. There's nothing here, not even a door with an eye on it. I wonder what might we do in a situation like this? I mean, let's take a look around. It says, this dead-end alley looks much like the other streets of Shapir. You feel a very slight tingling feeling, almost beyond the limits of sensation. Really? So it seems like there is something going on here, but what might it be? Can we cast Detect Magic again? Aha! A door appears. This will be fun. It says you're not close enough to a door. Okay. Well, I was kind of hoping you would automatically walk to the door, but okay, let's open the door. What do you mean you're not close enough to a door? That's just ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, you can't open this door by doing that. You have to, let me save my game, and I'm full up on save games again, so I'll just, I'll have to purge my save games later, but for now I'll just say, door to WIT. Good enough. Yeah, you have to open the door with the open spell. So cast open. Are you ready, everyone? Get ready, this is exciting. Ooh. A starland lies beyond the door. You have entered a very strange place. The path you walk upon seems to be carved from ivory. The walls around you seem carved of marble. Between the walls and the path is a gap through which you view total darkness when you look down. When you look up, you see the same limitless black. You have a funny feeling you aren't in Shapir anymore. That's right, Toto. You have been walking through halls hung with the portraits of many wizards. At last you come to some pictures that you recognize. You hear several voices. Who are you that enters the lofty portals of the Wizards' Institute of Technocery? Well, I am Late Blight, so I guess I'll give that same standard answer again. Why have you sought to enter into the Wizards' Institute of Technocery? Well, I don't know. I guess I came here to be a wizard. I'll say a wizard. Who do you call upon to be your sponsor and mentor in these hallowed halls of the Wizards' Institute of Technocery? Well, do I need a sponsor? I wasn't aware of that. I mean, I was just kind of passing by the neighborhood and came through. Let's take a look at all these pictures on the wall. Maybe let's get some ideas of who might be our sponsor. Who's this guy over here? The portrait shows Harry Houdini in a typical state of intense concentration. Should recognize this person. We just met her. The portrait is politely formal, befitting Aziza the Enchantress. The portrait shows a wizard with a severe nature. He appears totally humorless. We'll actually have the quote-unquote pleasure of meeting this gentleman later. The picture is entirely black. That's racist. Don't call it a black picture. It's, okay, never mind. Like most of the wizards, Zara's expression is serious and intent. She shows little propensity towards humor. But here's somebody who is quite an exception. The portrait of Erasmus appears to be a duplicate of the one you remember hanging in his house on Zauberberg. You think that perhaps he has a few more crinkles around his eyes. You always wondered what Irana looked like. She reminds you of Genista, a fairy you once knew. This is Irana, the woman who cast a peaceful spell on the city of Spielberg. And Genista, of course, is from King's Quest IV. That's funny. He doesn't look anything like the way Peter Ledger drew him in Conquest of Camelot. The name is not given, but this is clearly Merlin, the Wizard of Camelot. So let's see if any of these people will be our mentor, shall we? Let's try, I'll say Houdini. Houdini, prestidigitator, paramount of faraway lands, master of escape. Do you accept Late Blight to be your initiate into the Wizards' Institute of Technocery? You hear a man's distant voice, apparently under great stress. I'm a bit tied up at the moment. The name escapes me. Now you really must excuse me. You must choose another sponsor. Okay. Aziza. Aziza will sponsor us, right? Aziza, Enchantress of Shapir, Wizard of Water. Do you accept Late Blight to be your initiate into the Wizards' Institute of Technocery? I cannot pass judgment upon the candidate until I have worked with him for some months. I am unwilling to have someone I do not know well as my initiate. You must choose another sponsor. Aziza, I thought we were friends. What about Zara from the magic shop at Spielberg? Zara Sheshina, Wizard of the Eastern Woods, Emissary of the Fairy Folk. Do you accept Late Blight to be your initiate into the Wizard's Institute of Technocracy? Outside of the few spells I gave him, I have no knowledge of his skills or abilities. I will not accept responsibility for him. You must choose another sponsor. What about, Arana? Will she take us on? To our regret, she has not answered our summons for many years. You must choose another sponsor. Oh, really? I wonder what's happened to Arana. She didn't die, did she? That would suck. What about Merlin? Merlin's a good guy. He'll take us. Trismagister. What is it? Trismagister. What is a ass master? Trismagister Merlin Ambrosius, Wizard of the Isle of Gramarye. Do you accept Late Blight to be your initiate into the Wizard's Institute of Technocracy? Have we met before? No, I don't believe so. Sorry. You must choose another sponsor. You might have noticed I deliberately skipped over the one person who, who we do sort of know, and you've correctly guessed yes, because they're the only ones who we can use for a sponsor in this game. Erasmus. There is a moment of silence. Do you actually request such a whimsical wizard to be your sponsor? It was the choice he made. But you know what Erasmus is like. Do we have to endure his sense of levity? It was the initiate's decision. Let him abide with it. Very well. Magister Erasmus of Zauberberg, Archmage Extraordinaire, do you accept Late Blight to be your initiate into the Wizard's Institute of Technocracy? You hear the familiar voice of Erasmus. Let me see, Late Blight. Ah yes, the young hero who was so bright. Unwittingly, to even Erasmus, that actually rhymes. You hear the squeaky voice of Fenris. You think anyone who laughs at one of your jokes to be intelligent. A good sense of humor is an excellent indicator of superior intellect. Yes, but the key word is good. Erasmus, do you or do you not accept Late Blight? I, Magister Erasmus of Zauberberg, do hereby accept Late Blight as my initiate for WIT. Wizard's Institute of Technocracy. Of course. Now, hero of Spielberg, before you can be initiated into WIT, Wizard's Institute of Technocracy. Wizard's Institute of Technocracy, you must first prove you are magically and mentally worthy. You will be presented with a choice of 3 objects. Using the spells at your command, you must choose the correct He says chose the correct object, but we know what he means. Move it to the stand, and cause it to ring using only 3 spells. The choice of the first 2 spells should be self-evident, and the third is also... Erasmus! Oh, all right. Well, good luck, young hero, and remember the joke about the man who grew more mellow as he grew balder. He no longer had harebrained schemes? No, he no longer had such a hair-triggered temper. Erasmus! Very well then, young hero, please step into the dark room. Purely a formality, don't worry about a thing. Ouch, my nose! And we walk in. You find yourself in a strange place. For some reason you cannot move your legs, as though you see nothing although you see nothing constraining them. A strange feeling passes through you, as though someone were examining you closely. Indeed, someone is. I forgot to mention before we came here, by the way, make sure you have all the spells in the game, except for the last one. Actually, you don't need all the spells, but it's I think most of them. Actually, is that right? I think actually you need most of these spells, so make sure yeah, just about all of them. So yeah, make sure you have all the spells. It's just easier that way, then you don't need to worry about, oh darn, I missed a spell. So yeah, we have all the spells except for the last one, which we'll get soon. I'm going to save my game here. I am presented with 3 bells. I wonder what I should do with them. Well, we'll find out in the next video because I'm almost out of time, so I'll resume in the next video. I'll see you then, folks. Take care.